Yo, what it is, we back. And put these tags in this video real quick. G man. Hold up, y'all. Let me put some tags in this video real quick. Hey, y'all, we gotta share the live, y'all. Y'all know when we go live this way, they be fucking us over. Y'all actually want to hear. I really want to hear from y'all today, for real. Really want to hear from y'all today, man. I put the link in the motherfucking video. I put the link in the chat. I want to hear from y'all. Share the live. We need some Dr. Umar Johnson supporters. Cause I got serious questions, man. For real. I got serious questions for the people. For the people that still on board. Hold up, let me finish with my Yo, and I believe, we letting people off the hook too, y'all. What's up, Kenneth? Now we letting people off the hook. I also believe that. Y'all, I don't know how y'all stumbled across Umar Johnson, but I stumbled across Umar Johnson through Breakfast Club. Don't you? It's similar to like if you bring a nigga around or you bring your homegirl around, she end up doing some fucked up shit, or your homeboy do some wild thing on the block, and they be like, "Yo, you the one brought him around." Now you got to answer for his nonsense. Yo, why are we letting Breakfast Club and Charlemagne slide under the cracks? Like with everybody calling out Umar Johnson, why ain't nobody saying, "Yo, Charlemagne, this was your guy. What's up?" Breakfast Club, what's up? When what's that boy name? DJ Envy. When DJ Envy brought up that Caesar dude, and we found out Caesar was scamming, yo, DJ Envy had to explain that. Yo, why is we allowing the Breakfast Club and Charlemagne to slide under the cracks with Umar Johnson? Why are we allowing that? Hold up, y'all. Yo, I don't know why when I go live like this, they do not give me no traction. That's why I don't be trying to do it like this, y'all. They don't give me no traction. Hold on. Let me see how many people really in here. Hey, yo, I want yo hit the link. Somebody come up, man. What's your take? What's your take on Umar Johnson, man? Hold on. Already share this shit. Yeah, I know. I just really put any time on it because I wasn't even gonna go live, but I was sitting back thinking, like, yo, the Breakfast Club is getting a break, like for real, yo. The Breakfast Club is sliding under the cracks. Like I said, I don't know how everybody else met Umar, but I came across Umar through the Breakfast Club, man. How many years ago was that? Man, what's up, man? Who got something to say? Anybody got nothing to say? G-Man. You ain't got nothing to say? Big Trap. Hit the link, man. Let's have a conversation. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Viva the Great. But why ain't nobody calling out the Breakfast Club? Like, Charlemagne had to explain this, yo. You introduced this guy. You introduced a fraud to the community. Nobody is calling him out. Nobody is saying anything. He introduced a fraud that stole possibly millions of dollars for a school that they never got built. Matter of fact, let's go to the video. Even though I'm gonna show y'all when I first met Umar. Right here. Hell of an interview. If it was all real, you know what I mean? If it was all real, it was a hell of an interview. 8 years ago. Is that the first one? No, 9 years ago. They done brought this fraud on his platform at least 7 times. 2016. Support. This video got 6.3 million views. Umar Johnson got another video, another interview that did nothing close to that. Hold up, y'all. I messed up. What the fuck? Hold on, y'all. Why they don't got it? Yo, can y'all hear me? Why they don't got it the way I can? Hey, I can change my shit. I got my thing locked. Hold on. Participants. It said something about that too before I started the fucking live. It is what it is. Yo, somebody hit the link, man. Tap in, man. Everybody always say, yo, won't you set it up to where so people can come on? And every time I set up the way so people can come on, niggas don't come on. Fuck that. Yo, they gotta explain this, man. Straight up. Yo, they got to explain the coming of Umar Johnson, where they find him. Hold on, y'all. Where did they find him? And what's his real purpose? Because all he been doing since he been around is fucking stealing. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, here we go. Man, come on, man. Yo, what's up, man? Ain't nobody coming on? I done dropped the link a million times. I want to hear from somebody, yo. Because somebody get on here. And I want y'all to take on Umar Johnson. Hey, JB, what's up, man? Come on up, man. What's your take, man? Clemson, G-Man.
If I'm walking down the street and I see some brothers with some hoods on, it makes me think twice. Right. So if it makes me think twice.
Hey, yo. Hold the fuck up, yo. Yo, see, this the shit. Yo, maybe it was a play the whole time. Yo, maybe, yo, looking back at this interview, maybe this interview actually did more harm than good. Maybe this interview was actually about disrespecting the black community as opposed to uplifting it. Yo got on a national syndicated platform and said, when I walk down the street and I see black men with hoods, it makes me think twice. God damn. I wonder how you feel when you walk down the street and see white men with hoods. Does that make you think 3 times or you don't think at all? All of that shit is facts. You know what I mean? That's the same thing a lot of shit I be talking. It's just somewhere along the line, or maybe that was just play the whole time, because I'm starting to think that was just play the whole time. Because I swear, y'all, we need to know where he came from. Charlemagne, where did you find him? How did this interview come about? Has he ever explained that? If you have, you need to explain it again. Because whatever he said the first time, I don't even think I believe it. You got to give us a more detailed explanation. Yo, where you find this nigga at, man? What made you bring your on this platform? Introduce him to y'all following. Only for him to steal. And ain't nobody on this platform, Envy or Charlemagne, has spoken a word about what's going on with Umar Johnson and the theft that occurred. The donation. Hey, that was part of the deal, y'all. I mean, the deal was we donate and you produce a school for black boys. The problem is you came with the school, but there's no black boys in the school, right? There haven't been a black boy in the school since he fucking brought the bitch. Like, come on, Bob, man. You gotta tighten up, man. But, yo, this live is about Charlemagne and Envy. Nobody is holding their feet to the fire, yo. They should have to explain this, man. If I'm outside on the block and I bring a nigga around, he end up telling on the whole block, yo, that's gonna fall on me. I'm gonna have issues now because I done brought a rat around. You feel me? If you a girl and you bring your homegirl around your other friends, and your homegirl end up fucking one of your other friends' boyfriend or whoever, yo, that shit gonna fall on you, man. You brought this girl around and she's a motherfucking snake. So why is nobody holding the Breakfast Club accountable for bringing around a snake? This nigga's a snake. Yeah, but he ain't even black. So this whole conversation is flawed. He ain't black. Not black like me. Not black like a lot of us. That man from Hawaii somewhere, man. Grew up in a white family. Father from Kenya. That man does not he does not he don't know anything about the black struggle in America, man. He don't identify with it. That's the word I'm looking for. Umar Johnson, who supposed to have been a scholar, he should have called that shit out back then. He ain't start calling that out till a couple years ago. He should have called it out back then. If he was organic, he'd have called it out back then when he first did this interview. Somehow he got from up under it. Probably paid a couple of hours or something. Who knows? They probably settled under the table. But Envy had to explain when his man was scamming. They should have to explain this guy, man. For real, man. It should be multiple platforms on YouTube right now calling out the Breakfast Club and make them explain Dr. Umar Johnson. You done had him on your platform 75 times. The Breakfast Club helped forward his message. They was the biggest contributors to putting Dr. Umar Johnson in front of the world. For him to garner support only to scam the people. And nobody's calling him out. Real good, y'all. Like he made it seem like he was opposite of the establishment. But I ain't so sure he is, y'all. Like LeVar said, man, once you get on the Breakfast Club, you compromise. Breakfast Club and Power 10 Hot 97, yo, are ran by some of the biggest media companies. What was it? Eminence Connect or what the fuck that shit? Clear Channel, something like that. They run a large portion of this type of media, and basically they vouch for Umar Johnson, and that's backwards in itself. You understand what I'm saying? Media has always worked against the community, especially black people. It always worked against the people. So you bring somebody out here who's so supposed to be anti-establishment, it's not even a smart business move. It doesn't even make sense. Unless he was fully compromised from the beginning. This is one of them guys that we didn't pick. This is one of them guys that was given to us, man. Nigga, we don't be picking these people like we think we do. Because you can't justify this, y'all. How did he come out so pro-black, so that, garner all this money, garner all this support, and didn't do nothing with it? It almost takes away from anything positive or anything that he said that even made sense. It's like, I don't believe none of that shit now. No matter how much of what he's saying is true and factual, I can't believe it from y'all. Because you're a fraud. And you might just be a mouthpiece for somebody bigger. You know what I mean? Somebody might be playing puppet master with Umar Johnson. He's just a puppet when somebody pulling the strings. I think we need real answers, yo. We need to see them motherfucking... We need to see them motherfucking doctorates. We need to see them degrees. Yeah, we need to put it all on the table, yo, because something ain't right, yo. You've been doing this shit for too long, yo. We need full transparency. Ain't that what they say with the government, the president? Yeah, when it comes to Umar Johnson, yo, we need full transparency. We need to see them degrees, man. Yeah, man, we need to, that shit. Can't you pull that type of stuff online? We need to see that, yo. Because I don't believe nothing he ever did was real.
Continues to prevail. America's not.
He fucked around with Dugas handler. 2800. Yeah, he lied. Who the fuck your handler is? He probably him and Wack 100 probably working in close proximity. Has Wack 100 ever said anything about him? You see how him and Charleston White, yo, you gotta watch these guys, yo, that's so vocal and they never bump heads. Charleston White and Umar had one little back and forth. That was it. Umar never addresses him ever again. Same thing with Wack 100 and Charleston White. They end up sitting down and doing a whole fucking interview together. I think if Umar Johnson was from Philly, it'd be some people from Philly can vouch. Ain't him and Gilly about the same age? They ain't know each other? Like, nobody from Philly that we know from Philly, they got the Philly slang, the Philly talk, that's, really from Philadelphia, ever says that, yo, man, I went to school with Umar. Oh, he from Allentown. Puff Up Pass, what part of Philly you from? You know him? Y'all went to school together? Who you don't know him, man? Yeah, I want to talk to somebody that supports Umar Johnson, yo. Let me pin the link. Oh shit, god damn it. I want to talk to somebody that knows Umar Johnson. You feel me? Yo, I need some answers. I could be wrong, yo. You know what I mean? I could be wrong, yo. Umar Johnson could be everything that he said he is. But I just, at this point in life, at this day and age, I just don't see it, yo. I see a scam artist, man. That's all I see. I ain't gonna lie. He is good at what he do. I ain't gonna lie, yo. At the very least, at the very least, yo, you gotta be like, yo, he pulled it off. He pulled it off for a long time. Better than most. You know what I mean? Yo, it's hard to convince people you a real deal, yo, for motherfucking 10 years, man. At least for 7 years. That's a hard thing to do. Charleston White pulling it off too. I don't know, yo. Maybe it ain't hard. You know, maybe all you gotta do is, I don't know what the fuck you gotta do, but I ain't doing it. But he is very convincing in the way he delivers his message. Just found out it's just empty, you know? Like the school. Like an empty building, this shit that been sitting there for 4 years now. When he talked about the school, man. Hold on. Umar Johnson says he's building a school. We gotta go back. How this conversation even came about, man? The first time he said this shit. Somebody asked me what's up with the school.
For black excellence! You know, we've been getting a lot of slack about the school. People saying, what's going on with the school? I love the good and the bad. Let it hate that. So hate is the oxygen I use to elevate. Hate me if you want. Tell them, when we talked about the school, first give them an update of where you are with the school. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, first of all, 2014. I took my first donation for FDMG in St. Louis, Missouri. 2009.
Yo, so he was already talking about building a school before he even went to Breakfast Club. That was 2016.
We purchased a 4-building former black charter school campus in Wilmington, Delaware. That's where we are. This is 2025, so 5 years to buy the school, 6 years to renovate the school. Right now, all renovations are done except we got to tile the floor and rekey the classrooms. Cosmetic surgery. Once we tile the floor and rekey the classrooms, which will be done by the end of this summer, we're going to apply for our certificate of occupancy. And once we get our certificate of occupancy, we're going to have a grand opening celebration, and all y'all better be there. But if you hated on me, keep your ass in Cleveland.
Yo, he said school opening up this year. I want to know, when did he start this shit? August 2025.
Drip. FDMG grand opening coming this August. Congratulations, Dr. Umar. We believe you this time. It's true because you said it. Drip. FDMG grand opening coming this August.
August is this week, so maybe he's talking about the end of August. Yo, when did he start this thing about the school? Hold on, what is this? This is 2 years ago. He didn't go in the bitch. That nigga just walked around the building. Well, 2 years ago, he walked around the building, y'all. Hey, real. What the fuck you doing, nigga? What's up, Shawty?
School. Dr. Umar school.
Oh, no, this is somebody else.
Is... Oh.
That bitch ain't got no windows.
Here. By Boys and Girls Club. Here. That's the park. That better not be a real dog. Right there. Oh, it is. He's moving. Look. He was just standing still for a while. I was like, or fox. Maybe it's a fox. No, it looks like a dog. He's back there. I got the zoom as far as I can. I think it's a dog. It don't look like a fox. He was just standing still for a long time. Okay, so this side of the school, he still has to get the windows done. I mean, I know they're boarded up so no one breaks them, but... And then... I forget which side is what. No one's the high school.
Yeah, why is the windows? That was 2 years ago, y'all. The windows was boarded 2 years ago.
So this is the back side. And you have... So you got this side. Can we squeeze that? Yeah, we can. Okay. There goes the rock. Oh, that's cool. So the sign went up, which is good.
Yo, hey, shorty, we need answers,
There
man.
goes the rock.
You try to get to the bottom of this shit, man. No, that man had painted a rock and shit.
The schools are pretty much a block long. I mean, they're pretty in terms of length.
you say, hey Dave, he said the couch frozen because school pulls open up this week. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm telling y'all, the next 3 to 4 years, that bitch gonna burn down, man. He gonna blame white supremacy. I guarantee you. In the next 3-4 years, yo, remember I said this, y'all. In the next 3-4 years, the school is gonna be a mysterious fire. Or flood damage. It might be flood damage. I mean, the school's gonna be deemed irreparable. I'm trying to tell you. You think he's slick? I'm on to him. It's either gonna be a fire or it's gonna be flood damage. The whole play, the whole play gonna get wiped out after that. I'm telling you, right?
Long. They look pretty wide too. Okay, this is the high school. So this must be the middle school. Or if I'm not sure if he's gonna use it that way. But the sign's not here yet.
If up around DBR3.
But that sign wasn't there. I think it was in my last video, so that's new.
Yeah, we need
and this sign is new too. So Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey. Logo looks good. Let's get a close up. So they take up the entire block. From this corner down there to this corner here. And then this building to the right here, which says high school. I'm not sure if he's gonna use that one.
That man took our money on bought buildings, and that's it. You dirty motherfucker, Umar. We ain't letting up on your motherfucking ass, nigga. That nigga took our money and bought buildings, man. It's like, yo, we could have did that shit. I want to go to the first video. And we gotta go back. Was this the first video 9 years ago? Oh, so this was the first one. This was in 2015.
This is ludicrous.
So the interview we just watched wasn't even the first one.
Special guest in the building this morning.
Nurture and the love. Fathers traditionally, by socialization, provide the structure and the discipline.
Wait till your father gets home.
Exactly.
Notice,
I don't agree with that.
You know, where an ID child, you know, even children teach kids better than adults can.
Yes.
You know, my daughter was talking at the age of 1.5, and not because I was.
Shut up, man.
And even for other coaches, for a growing dissatisfaction with the role that the man is playing. So, for example, when I talk to the lesbian students in the schools, they'll tell me, I know I wasn't born gay. I chose this, Dr. Umar, because men ain't no damn good.
Well,
been raped, I've been beat, I've been abused. My daddy ain't been there. Why do I want to be with one of y'all? I'd rather argue, well, if homosexuality is based in the DNA, maybe selling drugs on the corner, maybe not marrying your women, maybe having 50 kids out of wedlock, maybe that's also DNA based. If you open up the door for behavior to be blamed on DNA instead of circumstantial situations, you're going to have a whole new ball game here.
So okay, you want to open this school for boys, right?
Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey Academy.
For real?
We're trying to purchase the St. Paul's College.
Hey, Shawnee, you from Philly, right? Hey, Shawnee, is Umar really from Philly? Hey, Shawnee, do you know anybody that knows that can say, yeah, I grew up with Umar Johnson? That's my guy. You know what I mean? We used to play motherfucking freeze tag together. We used to hook school together. We was in English. Like, do you know anybody in Philly that remembers growing up with Umar Johnson? Oh, you know Jaguar going. You know Jaguar going to act like they friends because she part of the bullshit. Yeah, we'll see. They probably is on his ass.
College in Lawrenceville, Virginia. You went to Hampton, so you might be familiar with
Oh,
St.
you did?
Paul's.
Okay. So he
right
is
up
from
the
Philly.
road. And it's been closed since 2012. They want $2 million for the school. So I went down there, met with the president, did the tour, yada yada, and we've been trying to raise that $2 million. So far,
Amazon go by. Yo, bought the bills and raise up, Mr. Jeff Bezos. That bitch gonna be, hey, JB, that bitch gonna be at Amazon in 3 years.
of $1 million. Okay, we still got 1.5 more to go. I'm hoping we can get this scoop for some.
Here you go.
Maybe that's also DNA based. If you open up the door for behavior.
Here you go. So this was 8/31/2015. So they brought him back 3-4 months later in 2016. But this is what he started referencing the school. Well, this is not the first time.
To be blamed on DNA instead of circumstantial situations, you're going to have a whole new ball game here.
So okay, you want to open this school for boys, right?
Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey Academy, and we're trying to purchase the St. Paul's College, which is a historically black college in Lawrenceville, Virginia. You went to Hampton, so you might be familiar with St. Paul's. Okay, right up the road. And it's been closed since 2012. They want $2 million for the school. So I went down there, met with the president, did the tour,
Yeah, he did.
and we've been trying to raise that $2 million. So far, we raised $500,000. Okay, we still got 1.5 more to go.
Yo, well, he done got that by now. This was 10 years ago, y'all. So what's the hold up now, y'all? 10 years ago, he said he needed 1.5 million. We just watched a video that said, as to date, he got 1.6 million, and that's just what he revealed to the government. You know, that's just what he claimed on taxes. So what the fuck happened, Umar? What you need? Another 1.5? Another 3? I mean, what you need? Yo, let us know, man. We got you, man. I mean, the community got your back. Let us know what you need. If you need another 5 million, just let us know. We're gonna make sure you get that, man.
Hoping we can get this school before someone else does. It would be perfect because it's in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by African-American community. It'd be the perfect setting to get your children out of the inner city, detox them. For the first 6 months, ain't no video games, ain't no none of that stuff. Okay, we got the remake, detox all that filth from the hood, and we're going to teach you character, self-discipline. We will have agricultural science. They have to learn how to grow their own food. Political and military science. They have to understand the world in which they live. Why are so many...
yo, this nigga playing, yo. Listen to what he's saying, yo. Yo, I see why so many people got behind this, man. They said they got to learn how to grow their own food. You know how many people like, oh, shit. Yo, Umar Johnson was sent, man. I'm telling you. This nigga on some COINTELPRO. The fuck the guy name that used to run the FBI?
1.5 more to go. I'm hoping we can get this school before someone else does. It would be perfect because it's in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by African-American community. It'd be the perfect setting to get your children out of the inner city, detox them.
Right.
For the first 6 months, ain't no video games, ain't no none of that stuff.
Motherfucking Jaguar.
you detox all that filth from the hood, and we're going to teach you character, self-discipline. We will have agricultural science. They have to learn how to grow their own food. Political and military science. They have to understand the world in which they live. Why are so many black males being murdered by the police? Why was Obama made president? There's reasons for all of this. Why is Africa the most minerally rich continent on the face of the earth, but yet the people are the poorest? I want them to understand the world that they live in. What exactly is white supremacy? Okay? Know that. Okay? Why are black folks in the condition they in, even though we're the 10th richest nation on the face of the earth, grossing $1 trillion, and yet we ain't got schools, hospitals, and none of that? There's reasons for all of this. We're also going to give them a dietary and nutritional curriculum.
One of the reasons, because we got niggas like you out this bitch stealing from niggas. We ain't never gonna get nowhere as long as we got thieves running around.
How to eat to live, because 85% of black folk are dying from preventable diet-related diseases. Them chicken wings are killing us. McDonald's, it's killing us. So they need to learn how to eat to live. There will also be a financial curriculum. By the time they finish the 9th grade, they can do their own taxes. By the time they've done the 10th grade, they will have their own business plan. By the time they...
This nigga good. God damn. Yo. The fuck? Yo, saying by the time they finish the 9th grade, they can do their own taxes. By the time they finish 10th grade, they can have their own business plan. Yo, he is setting up black boys for success. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all see how he did it, y'all. I see how he did it. Yo must have went up to the blackboard and wrote this shit down. Like, man, what the fuck how can I convince these people to donate in my motherfucking school?
Done the 11th grade, they will have their own portfolio. They will know how to invest in the stock market by the time they conclude the 11th.
Who's gonna pay for all this with these students, though?
Well, the parents will pay tuition. And don't underestimate black parents' ability to pay tuition, because they paying it at these white schools all the time. Right. I'm doing IQ tests every day for folks I'm looking at. I'm like, you can afford $15,000 a year? Yeah, I can do it for both my children. They would do it. The reason our parents are sending the kids to the white schools, there's no black private schools that they feel are up to the standard of what their child
needs. I was going to say that I feel like, HBCUs get a bad rap because I feel like parents don't necessarily think that kids will get the same education and the same look on life when they
It's the stereotype, but also HBCUs are taking a hammer because the white schools, predominantly white institutions, have stepped up their recruitment of black children. See, 75 years ago, you couldn't go to Harvard and Yale just because of the color of your skin. Now Harvard and Yale got scholarships just for black. Look at Harvard. They got a scholarship where if you're from the hood and you got a 4.0 and a perfect SAT, we paying your whole ride. That's $250,000 education. You don't pay a penny. So because the PWIs are stepping up their recruitment and the black colleges are not. Think about it, Envy. Look at Hampton's recruitment for new students. And then look at University of Virginia's recruitment for new students. You might see Hampton at some of the college fairs, but most of the black schools only go to the black college fairs.
Right. So
go to all the college fairs.
Yeah, so should the black schools start recruiting more white people then?
No. They're recruiting too many. In fact, a lot of them are at risk of not being HBCUs no more because like Howard and others, they're recruiting so many white students that now the black students are getting concerned whether or not this is still historically a HBCU. And half the HBCUs are about to be shut down anyway because they ain't got the money. Remember, these colleges were started with what? Land grant money, UK, and ex-slaves off the money they had.
So to South Carolina State.
Exactly. But with the inflation, you can't operate that school unless you have a serious benefactor who's going to keep that money flowing. Now, I'm going to put the hip-hop community, on this one. The reason Harvard and Yale are doing as good as Harvard and Yale is doing, because their alumni come back and contribute in significant amounts. I don't know what Puff is doing for Howard. He might be doing something. But if you're not Puff, you need to handle that. Oprah, you went to Tennessee State. What you doing for Tennessee State? And even if you didn't go to a black college, Sean Carter, Beyonce Carter, y'all need to dot one of these schools. LeBron, y'all need to dot one of these schools. Lil Wayne, y'all need to dot one of these schools.
HBCUs, especially people in the industry, when I was in school, they look frantic.
Man, I want to hear them, but I want to hear about your school,
music industry. And I know that
the jobs and so on. So we got to look at how we, going back to our issues of loving everybody else and not loving ourselves enough, why do we create so much and pass it over to people outside the culture? And then when Macklemore and Eminem get Album of the Year or is considered the best rapper of all time, we get upset. But you're the one who made it comfortable for them to come in and colonize your art form because you said all music matters and not just black music matters. If you notice with cultural products, most cultures, they build a protection around it. You don't see Jewish culture being exploited. You don't see Mexican culture being exploited. You don't see East Indian culture being exploited. The only culture that gets exploited on the globe is black culture because we feel there's something wrong with saying that this is for black folks primarily. You can partake, but but we the be all and end all in
No,
this.
Would
I
hip hop
agree.
be as big as it is though? If
Yeah, I want to hear
And
about
then the
school.
company is keeping most of what you
But it's
produce.
like what you said earlier. It's all in education.
It's all in
It's all
education.
in education. It's all in what you taught.
It's all
You
in
know,
education.
when I graduated school and I was in the music industry, my mom and dad was like, nah, you got.
Shut
The
up.
problem is because we're disorganized, we cannot determine what is and what is not in the best interest of the community as a collective because we're disorganized. Think about it. We don't even have a professional inventory. We don't know how many black teachers we got. We don't know how many black barbers we got. We don't know how many black psychologists we got. We might got certain professions that have so many black folk in them. No other black child can go to school for this. We don't care how much you love it. You're choosing something else. That's what Asian communities do. That's what East Indian communities do. You don't just run off to college and, well, this is what I want to study. What you study must be relevant for us as a people.
You're going to be a doctor.
Exactly. And they tell you. They tell you. In China, they will tell you.
You're going to be a lawyer.
And guess what? They won't argue it. You know why? Because I want to serve my people. And if serving my people means getting this MD or this PhD or this JD, that's what I'm going to do. But in the black community, it's each man for himself. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to
I
do.
gotta get this money, Dr.
Or
Umar.
follow
I
your
gotta get
dream,
this
follow
money.
your
Well,
dreams.
the money thing is relevant. And one of our big issues with our young people, why they dropping out of school like crazy, is because they're not making no money. When we went to school, we had a work study. Once you get high school.
Yeah, this nigga crazy, yo. Yo, maybe he started off organically, then they compromised.
And the father of
Who
all
knows,
crime
man?
is economic castration. If you don't give me a decent education and you don't give me a job, I am a criminal. Wait, take me. I got 6 degrees, but take my PhD. Take from me my certifications. I'll be out there selling crack, doing something I would have never thought about doing it.
Well, you need to go out there and sell crack now. I just, it's crazy that he said that, yo. Because earlier today, I told him I can get him a pack. You know what I mean? So he can stop asking people. He might need to go back to crack. Yo, crack. I ain't gonna be out here promoting crack selling, but I'm saying, you know, some people have made a nice life for themselves. You feel me? And before you ask another motherfucker for $1, Umar Johnson, the block is always there, man. You from Philly, man. Show us some money out that bitch.
To feed my 2 daughters because we got to recognize when people.
So he mentioned his daughters back then. Hold up. I know he ain't said nothing about his daughters. He made it seem like he was taking care of his daughters. You dirty bastard.
You're not born a criminal. Criminals are made by the society. And the mother of all crime is miseducation, and the father of all crime is economic castration. If you don't give me a decent education and you don't give me a job, I am a criminal. Wait, take me. I got 6 degrees, but take my PhD. Take from me my certifications. I'll be out there selling crack, doing something I would have never thought about doing to feed my 2 daughters. Because we got to recognize when people don't know how they're going to eat from day to day, that creates a psychology of desperation and panic. And you'll do things you never even thought about doing. It's easy to judge people when you're comfortable.
Right.
Which is why I tell black educated folk, because they can be very bourgeoisie.
Absolutely.
I can't stand those bourgeoisies who grew up in the ghetto, went, got their masters and doctorate. Now you acting like you forgot what it was like to be in the hood. And now you want to judge these children instead of providing a way for these children.
Now, I will say this. I don't think you should make any decisions out of desperation.
Yeah,
but
he do
when
gotta
I was
get
growing up
the
in Mouse Corner, South Carolina, and I sold drugs, I didn't have to. Like, I could have went and got a job at Walmart. I could have stayed in school. But I chose just to be out there just because of association. Like, it wasn't
And a
something
lot
I
of children do. But here's the question.
I
You
ain't
could've
selling
got a job at
goddamn
Walmart.
drugs, nigga.
The question
Stop
is,
lying.
does Walmart have enough jobs, or do they have enough willing that they were willing to give to all the African-American males your age in that part of South Carolina? See, we also have to talk about opportunity, because we can say there's some jobs out there, but are there enough jobs for every African-American in America to fill? Of course not. And one of the reasons you have mass incarceration, one of the reasons you have police extermination of black males is because we're no longer needed for the American economy to function. This is the reality that black folks don't want to admit. We're not needed. We were brought here to serve. They don't need you in GMC. They don't need you in McDonald's. They have over 4 million undocumented illegal immigrants who are willing to work that job for less than minimum wage, no health benefits, no
Hey, yo,
workers'
these
comp,
niggas
or
got
none of
to
that.
explain this,
That's
man.
why the illegal immigrants are allowed to stay in the country, so they can take the place of the lowest minority in this country, which is the
But
African
you know
American.
what I feel too? You know, and I know it's been long, but I feel like sometimes we don't believe in each other.
We don't.
Meaning,
We
like,
don't.
if you get it,
They out here disrespecting black people, man. That's what the fuck. This is a fucking smear campaign. All they talking about is negativity and what's going on in the black community on airwaves that I don't think it's all black and a whole bunch of people listen to it. Yo, the bottom line of what I'm trying to say is, Charlemagne, how did Umar Johnson go from this to this? Hold up.
edition of Urban Pop.
What happened, man? How do you go from this to
Meet
this? Salute
Asana,
to urban
a work
politicians,
management
man.
platform that helps companies get more done and save more.
We need answers, Charlemagne. You introduced this guy to the world, man. If you didn't know, say you didn't know. But you need to tell us something.
Vegas, I enjoyed you. Thanks for Black family. Vegas, I enjoyed you. Thanks for coming out. Kings, queens, elders, and youth. It was all October or November for the Nevada State Black Parent Know Your School Rights Boot Camp. Oakland is going down today. Oakland, today the Prince is back. 5 long years. Last visit
Who's saying?
was 2016 sold out double lecture, just like Vegas.
Yeah,
Today
both
we'll
of
be
them,
at
yo.
the
They
Church
need to
of All
explain this
Faiths
guy,
in
man.
Oakland, Church of All Faiths, 2100 Fifth Avenue. 2100 Fifth Avenue. Black Parent Advocate book release, 550 pages of liberation information for the babies. Crush special ed, crush ADHD, crush condom,
Yeah, how the fuck?
crush.
Yo, what the fuck happened to him, yo? Yo, what the fuck happened to him, yo? Yeah. Hey, yo, this nigga did a whole fucking 180 on people, yo. He was Charleston White before Charleston White might have followed Umar Johnson blueprint. That's the blueprint, y'all.
ODD, crush exposure, crush misdiagnosis, crush medication. Oaktown, the Prince is back. West Coast Ifatunde. West Coast Ifatunde. West Coast Ifatunde. I'm feeling good today. I don't gamble, but we need about $1.5 million for the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy renovation. We need about $1.5 million for the
That
Garvey
man been
building.
renovating.
We need
That man been renovating for 7 years, man. I mean, but I told y'all, we gave him an excuse. Yo. We know the fire codes change yearly. So, you know, maybe since it'd be such a gap in between renovations, by the time he trying to get certified, he got to get more renovations. You know, maybe that's the case, y'all.
$1.5 million for the Garvey building. We need $2 million overall. So we're gonna
They
play,
probably ain't getting paid.
and we're gonna hit today. We're gonna play, and we're gonna hit today, family. Let me show you what we're about to do. Let me show you what we're about to do, family. We're about to get us some money for the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. We about to get some money. I need that 1.2 right there. Y'all see that?
They
That's
probably
what
all
we
got
need.
it from Umar Johnson.
That's what we need, that 1.2 mil. Y'all see that? That will get the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, the whole campus. This will take care of the whole campus, family. This will take care of the whole campus, family. That 1.2, that will take care of the whole campus. So we're going to do Wheel of Fortune,
What's
Ifatunde
that,
style.
Justin?
We're going to do Wheel of Fortune, Ifatunde style. Now, y'all got to help me out because I don't know how to gamble. And I see all kind of shit. I see a wheel.
Look at him, yo.
I see the bar.
Look at him, yo. He don't know how to gamble. Yo, they probably know that nigga by name. You know what would have been funny? If somebody walked past and said, Umar, guess, like, if somebody walked past the camera, it was like, Umar, you back again? Yo, that shit would have been hilarious, yo. That would have been must-see television. They'd have walked past like, nice to see you again, Umar. how you do last night? Sorry, I don't know how to gamble, bitch. You been in there all week. Highway traffic, what it is. The principal handler is that it need to be at the school focused on renovations. Yeah, straight up, yo. Highway traffic. It don't need to be no more interviews until he have his daughters with him. You know, I stand on that. Everybody need to stand on that, yo. Everybody that interview Umar Johnson, it need to be no more interviews until he got his kids with him, yo. We don't want to hear nothing else. Like, you just said enough. We got it. You know, we get it. Produce the school and produce your kids. Other than that, yo, Umar Johnson can go fall off somewhere, man. We don't need to hear from yo no more, man.
How do I play this? We need this money for FDMG, family. We need this money. So what do I do? Okay.
Look at him, yo.
Cash out, service. We got to play, family. Y'all think I'm playing. How do we play this? How do we, one line of credit? We need this right here. We need this 1.2 to Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. We need this 1.2. Do I want one line of credit? Repeat the bet. So what is this? I got to put my credit card in here?
You need donations, JB.
What I got to do, family? We need this money. I'm about to straight roll because I'm going to hit the service. I just hit the service. I'm going to ask her to show me how this works.
Hey, yo.
$1.
Hey, Trap, where you get that from, yo? That's it. Yo, that's his new name. You're the Prince of Panhandling, man. it ain't the Prince of Pan-Africanism no more. It's the Prince of Panhandling. Because if he ain't the king, he definitely the prince. Definitely. If he ain't the king, you know, he's second in command. And I think that would classify him as the prince.
A $1 bet. Excuse me, ma'am. How do you play? I'm not a gambler, but I'm going to gamble today. How do you
put
play?
the money here.
Cash.
Cash.
How do you know how much to put, or you just choose a random amount?
1, 5, 10, whatever you want to put.
Anything you want.
Anything you want.
Once you put the money in,
you're going to see the credit here.
I'm going to see the credit there.
And then you can play from $1 to $5 bet.
So these are all $1 bets.
Yeah.
Once I hit one, do I still get the
Last one.
last one, y'all? $20 go that fast.
This guy's out of control,
$5.
y'all.
Okay, try this one. You want to play more?
Try another one. Okay, mama. Thank you.
Who's Saint, y'all?
I'm not doing too good. I lost $20 in 1 minute, y'all. I can't do this. I just spent $20. We did 3 spins. We didn't hit for FDMG. Okay, the ancestors don't want me to get the money this way. The ancestors don't want me to get the money this way, family. We gotta get the money with the donations. Hit the cash app. Y'all want me to go broke? Hit the cash app. $FDMG school. Hit the PayPal. PayPal.me/F. Play the dollar machine. With a dollar machine.
Yeah, somebody like, yo, hold up, yo, go to the dollar machine, bro. Tell he played 3 rolls. Nigga, what you was playing a motherfucking $5? Yo, was playing a $5 Jimmy Joy. You heard me? Yo, he put $5. He just blowing fucking BMF. He just blowing people money fast, man. They donating, yo, you betting 5s? God damn, bro, the people that donate don't need to bet 5s. They be betting pennies and dollars and $2 and shit. Yo, they been betting 5s with people money.
Play the dollar machine. We gotta get these schools done, family. Hit the cash app. $FDMG school. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy, family. We gotta get this money. I might spend $20 more. I don't gamble. But we gotta get the money up. This is for the school. Liberation. Y'all said don't gamble no more. Should I do another $20 and cut? Should I do another $20 or just penny slots? How much I'm going to win at a penny slot? We need a meal, family.
They told it the penny slot.
We need a meal, family.
They told us to hit the penny slot. What the fuck is you doing? This bitch taking people's money betting 5s and shit. Oh my god. Yeah, this nigga crazy, yo.
Yo,
Yeah.
nigga.
Hey, hold up, yo. We gotta find some of them older videos, man. Yo, cause he did some lives. The problem is the algorithm is flooded. He did some lives. I don't want to see recently uploaded videos. I want to see older videos. Live. y'all. How can we get the extra donations 2016? Let's see if we find it this way. The fuck is this?
Dr. Umar Johnson, the Prince of Pan-Africanism. All right, y'all good.
The Prince of Scams.
And we rolling, so make sure y'all keep on donating. Hit the Cash App. All the offices, it took all day, but they cleaned it. It was patient.
So the gym is open. Yo, so the gym is done, y'all. This is verified proof that the gym is done. Open the gym up, Umar. God damn, it's summer almost over. The kids probably got nowhere to hoop. Open the gym up, man.
They really took care of it. So we getting ready for the first annual Unapologetically African Festival, brothers and sisters.
This was 4 years ago, y'all.
We getting ready for the first annual Unapologetically African Festival, brothers and sisters.
That the Lord wants you to give generously into his hand. Don't ask no questions. Don't ask. Why come the pastor have to have him a nice house? Why come pastor doesn't have a nice car? Don't ask.
Right there. That 3-on-3 basketball tournament for the young princes. That 3-on-3 basketball tournament for the young princesses. We're going to paint them walls. We got to paint them walls. We're going to switch all the lights out, the LED.
I'm going to tell you something about me, Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I did say something.
Impact pads. We're going to rip out the carpet and all the offices. Paint the offices. Got to get the gym done. And we rolling, so make sure y'all keep on donating. Hit the Cash App. The first annual Unapologetically African Family First Festival. Mark your calendars. Saturday, September the 11th. Mark your calendars. Saturday, September the 11th.
Yo, did that festival ever happen? I doubt. I think we'd heard about it.
Mark your calendars. Saturday, September the 11th. Right here on Day Avenue. Y'all all right? Y'all ain't doing nothing on my school, is y'all? All right. I don't want to see no weed either.
Okay. Yo, hold on, we gotta find some old videos, man. Cause I remember lives when he was this 4 years ago. Umar Johnson, watch your money. Let's see what he did with this.
Did y'all hear that? Quaker Grits is $20 million a year
money
off black folks.
Yo, no,
Quaker Grits.
Yo, no, this is 4 years ago. He did this 4 years ago.
Can I have your grit money for 1 year? Give me your grit money for 1 year, and I will build 10 schools across this country. Give me your grits. Give me your Quaker Grits. No more grits for 1 year. Can we sacrifice our grits for 1 year? Can we sacrifice the grits? If you give me the grits, $19 million on Quaker Grits. $19 million on Quaker Grits, black folk, if you give me your Quaker Grits. Give me your grit money. I don't want your Louis bag money.
Yeah, I swear, yo. Yo, that is going to forever be funny. That nigga said, give me your grit money. Yo, he meant though, look how he said it though, yo. He really meant that shit.
If you give me your Quaker Grits. Give me your grit money. I don't want your Louis bag money. I don't want your Mercedes money. I don't want your weave, perm, haircut, Air Jordan, Timberland money. Give me your grits. We spend $19 million a year on grits, and I don't have enough money to renovate the Garvey building.
Yo, this nigga been talking about renovating for 7 years. God damn. Yo, this nigga. Yo, how much more renovating do the building need, Umar? You done renovated 6 times already. Like, gee, Christmas, yo. This guy's crazy.
I don't have enough money to renovate the Garvey building. And we spending $19 million on grits. Go to your Cash App, $FDMG School right now.
Yo, niggas
Go to your Cash App, FDMG School right now. Go to your Cash App and make a Labor Day donation for the future of...
Niggas say we need the grits. Yeah, look at the comments. Niggas say, yo, we need the grits. Everybody try to give up their grit money, Umar, man. The fuck, yo, people love grits. I mean, you put some butter in that motherfucker. You know, some people like sugar, some people don't. You know, salt and pepper. I mean, anybody try to give up their grits, bro.
Black boys, $FDMG School. Get on your Cash App. Get on your Cash App. Go to your PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG.
Look, somebody said, LOL. How you gonna ask for food money but not Gucci money? Yeah, you should at least ask for that Gucci money. I told you should ask for that weed money. Shit, I need your weed money. Yo, people can keep their grits. Yo, people love grits. Yo, grits, sometimes grits make the breakfast. You go to a good breakfast spot, you get the platter with the grits set it off, especially if they make it right.
Academy. Make a Labor Day donation for the renovation of the Marcus Garvey building. Let's get it done. We got the architectural plans, but we ain't got enough money to pay the electrician and the HVAC and the fire alarm and the sprinkler company. Make a donation. Make a donation.
Yo, what up, yo? And we gotta find some of these lives. So he sat down with Lord Jamar.
Wicks.
See how this went.
From that time, when did you start raising money and all that, you know, and when did it all start? When was the
Now, he turned out to be a fuckboy too. Because he ran over there to Vlad that he told the whole world stop fucking with him. So he ain't really respected either. But let's see what happened with this conversation.
I had the idea to open a school since I was in college.
Okay.
That idea became more serious when I became an assistant principal. It became even more serious when I became a principal. It was further intensified by being a school psychologist because they're sending me kids to be evaluated for learning disabilities and autism and ADHD and conduct disorder and emotional disturbances, and nothing's wrong with these babies. They can learn fine. The only problem is they've never been taught. So the pain and agony of fighting for our children every day, fighting their teachers, some of them black, it wasn't all white people, some of them black, fighting their parents, nothing's wrong with your child. They don't have a learning disability, they have a lazy disability. I want y'all to hear me when I say that. Most of our children in special ed in America do not have a learning disability. They can read if they want to. They can learn how to do math if they want to. They have a lazy disability, and nobody's making them do their best. And so all of that professional pain is what drove me to finally taking the steps necessary, Sister Rod, Brother Jamar, to open up my own school. My first donation for the FDMG was taken in St. Louis, Missouri. Shout out to St. Louis. The spring of 2014.
Shout out to St. Louis.
Y'all be seeing stuff saying he been raising money for 10 years. That's a damn lie. The first donation was spring of 14, St. Louis, Missouri. There was brothers and sisters there. It was a jam-packed house. Okay. And we raised that money to pay the attorney to enter a bid in order to try and purchase the St. Paul's College in Lawrenceville, Virginia, which was a former HBCU built by a close friend of Booker T. Washington and George Washington Carver. That was our original goal. Raise $2 million real quick and get to HBCU. We were unsuccessful.
And this was 6 years ago, you said. Yes,
that was the spring of 2014.
Okay.
And St. Paul's was sold about 2 or 3 years later to the Chinese. And that is an insult to our ancestors. We let the Chinese buy an HBCU with all these black millionaires. That's an insult.
Oh, the Chinese and the Japanese come in and they fucking buy up all kind of shit. Like I remember when the hot records to sample and shit from hip hop.
Yeah.
They came from Japan and all that and went to all the record stores in New York and all, and bought up all the records, took them back over there, and now a record that might have cost $60, $70 over there, over here, costs like $400 in their record store over there. Yeah, it's crazy, and people will buy that shit over there.
Wow.
All right, so you
So it's
started
been 6.5
getting the money,
years now.
started getting donations. From what I understand, you raised about $750,000. Yes.
Well said.
$750,000. About 20 months ago, you end up purchasing 2 buildings. Yes.
4 buildings.
4 buildings. Okay. For about
2 schools, 4 buildings.
2 schools, 4 buildings for $400,000.
It was more than that.
Okay. Well, everybody wants to know, where's the extra money? Where'd the extra money go? And why is it taking so long to open this school? Like people feel like, and I'm not just going to say people feel, because I'm also going to share a story with you as well.
Yes, sir.
But people feel like, the time that 6 years is just a very long time to be raising money. You know what I mean? And to
Umar
finally
Johnson.
get the building that you.
Not for Umar Johnson. He could raise that shit for 65 years. I told y'all, it might be his dying declaration. It might actually be Umar Johnson's dying declaration to open the school. What the fuck? Oh yeah, fucking shit been fucked up.
You ended up getting that are in disrepair and all of that. And I think it's the transparency that people are looking for. A lot of people are looking for you to be more transparent, and when they don't see this transparency, it makes them feel,
He is a principal.
skeptical.
Maybe that's all he wanted to ever be, was a principal. And by buying the school, even though it ain't opening, he can officially be his own principal. Maybe. Yo, what the fuck on my screen? Oh, I might gotta flip my switch my fucking hold on. The fuck? Hold on, y'all. What else that will update? Let's go back in. The fuck is wrong with my shit? Oh, there we go. Y'all know what the fuck happened. Alright, let's get back to Umar Johnson goofy ass.
Let me speak to some of that.
Yes, please.
Okay. Number one, I'm transparent with my donors. I'm transparent.
Now,
with my
I'm being told that they're, people say when your actual donors will ask certain
No, sir,
things,
that's a
they
lie.
said
That is
you
not
will
true.
sometimes
That is not
block
true.
them and all this type of
That
stuff.
Yo, that is true. And those are the lives that I was looking. I seen those lives, man. That is true, man. He was blocking people for asking them, and those are the lives I was looking for. They probably got wiped from the internet. Who else remember that? Who else remember Umar Jones used to block people from asking them, yo, what's going on with the school? I mean, we getting worried. I donated. Where a kid? Kid say she donated when her son was in elementary. Her son ready to graduate high school, man. We still trying to get kid money back. We ain't forget, kid. We still trying to get that shit back. Right now, his accounts is frozen, so I don't, it's up in the air. But we getting that money back.
Not true. Those are not donors. Those are haters. My donors have direct access to me. I talk to them. I know who they are. Most of them are repeat donors. My donors range everywhere from black professionals. I have lawyers. I have engineers.
Well,
I have business owners.
And why the fuck kid can't get in contact? Why a kid can't get in contact with you, Umar? She said she donated $250. If you don't get in contact with kid in the next 3 days, we need that back. Get kid her money back. Kid got bills. She got kids. Her son ready to graduate. Graduation coming up, prom. I mean, we need that money back, man.
All the way down to the retired great-grandma who's sending me $10 a month because she want to see this plan
Yeah, he used to block people for asking. I remember.
Haters don't donate. Donors don't hate. So my accountability is only to those who donate. I want to be very clear about that. It's only to those who donate. So people who ask random questions, they'll never get answers.
He black
because you don't
kids too?
support this. Now, with that being said, let me also say this. The other question
I remember,
that you
y'all.
asked,
I was
which
looking
is
for them
often
lies.
asked, is 6 years he don't have to school yet. I'm not to blame for that. The community is to blame for that.
He ain't just blaming the community, y'all. God damn it, Umar. Yo, you can't blame the fucking community for everything, y'all. Yo, he did not just blame the community. Yo, the community did its best, y'all. You got at least $1.6 million, bro. Like, what more do you want from the fucking community, bro? God damn. Like, yo, do something. Flip that shit. The fuck, like, and you go do something, yo. Take that 1.6. Yo, if Umar Johnson was legitimately trying to build the school, say the 1.6 million he got ain't enough. Yo, he could have took that 1.6 million to the bank, and they'd have probably gave his ass 5 to throw on top of that 1.6. If he'd have took that money to the bank with a business plan, he'd have got the rest of the money. You think they ain't want that 1.6 million? Shit. Bank ain't turning down the 1.6 million. You damn didn't get anything from the bank. You come up there, now I ain't gonna say anything, depending on the situation. But you go up there with a plan and 1.6 million, whatever you need extra, I'm sure they'd have gave it to him if he was real.
I cannot manifest the school out of thin air. Schools cost money. They're not houses. They're commercial property. But because we're not used to building things exclusively with black dollars, we don't understand how long it takes to get that done. I'm not a charter school. I'm not a public school. My school isn't going to subsist on white handouts and government funding. My school is grassroots.
Yo, see, but I think he doing it that way for that purpose. You know what I mean? Like, these scammers, they real strategic with that shit. Like, he did it that way for that exact purpose so he can make this excuse. Because he know in any other world, that school would have been up and running, man. We'd at least been on year 3 right now, year 4. But since he said I'm doing the grassroots, that's just a way to string people along.
Pan-African Academy. So it'll take as long as it takes until we raise the money to achieve the goal. It is that simple. Why the school ain't up yet? Because we're not raising enough money. But guess who don't have to ask those questions? The owner of Quaker Grits. Because Negroes give them $11 million a year. Guess who?
Hey, yo, he just told us 19. Yo, this bitch nigga just told us 19. Yo, he just told us 19. Yo, what happened to the fucking $8 million, man? when he asked for our grip money 4 years ago, he said black people spend $19 million a year on grits. Now he's saying Quick Oats, which is grits, because that's what he said the last time. He said that we spent $11 million. So what the fuck happened to the $9 million, man? We missing $9 million, Umar. Just like we missing the school. Just like we missing them donations that was sent out. Like, yo, you get real wacky with these numbers, pimping. Yo, it's hard to keep up a lie, y'all. That's why I'd rather just tell the truth. Yo, it's hard as a motherfucker to keep up a lie. For real. Because all you're going to do is lie again, and lie again, and lie again. You done lied so many times, you can't even get back close to, you can't even get back to the truth. You done went down a fucking web, that's why they call it a web of lies, man. Because one lie deserves another.
Nike and Air Jordan, because Negroes give them $4 billion, $2 billion a year. Malt liquor, $4 billion a year. Weave, perm, and beauty products, $30 billion a year.
Hold the fuck up, y'all. We ain't fact check this shit. We fact checking this shit, y'all. Hold on, man. How much money do black people spend on alcohol yearly?
0.61%. According to LendingTree.com, breaking it down by race, we found Asians spent the least on alcohol, just 0.44% of their total expenditures in 2022. That compares to Black or African Americans, who spent 0.61%, and whites and all other races, who spent 0.85%. Source: BLS 2022 Consumer Expenditure Survey.
Fuck, that ain't the numbers he just gave us. Yeah, what else he say we spend money on? Well, let's go back.
Give them $11 million a year. Guess who don't have to ask that question? Nike and Air Jordan, because Negroes give them $4 billion, $2 billion a year.
We fact checking this shit, y'all. How much money do black people spend on Nike and Air Jordan yearly?
According to LegitCheck.app, over the years, the Air Jordan brand has achieved remarkable financial success, becoming a major contributor to Nike's overall revenue. In 2022, Nike Air Jordan's revenue reached an impressive $5.
They say 70 billion. That's total. Yo, where's he getting these numbers from, man? Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna fill y'all in a minute. I'm not buying that shit. That's the sneaker market worldwide. Where do it break down? I ain't, man. We wasting time. That nigga making up numbers, man.
Malt liquor, $4 billion a year. Weave, perm, and beauty products, $30 billion a year. Fast food, $1 billion a year. They don't have to ask the Europeans and the Jews and the Chinese and the Arabs. They don't have to ask how long it's going to take them to get that Negro money. We give it freely. But when one of our own steps up with the track record, the experience, the credentials, and the resume to do something like build a school to save black boys with the hell that black boys are catching in this country, we don't support them because
this is what it says, y'all. Let me take y'all to what it says. When I asked AI. Lack of look, it says a lack of exact spending data by brand and demographic. Publicly available data does not provide precise annual spending figures broken down specifically by black consumers on Nike or Air Jordan products alone. Market research typically aggregates sales by retailer, religion, or other brand, but seldom disclose fine-grained demographic spending specifics. Black consumers are key cultural trendsetters in the athleisure, whatever the fuck that word is, the sneaker industry, contributing disproportionately to brand influences and sales. However, research and commentary indicate that overall spending power and wealth accumulation are historically limited due to systematic socio-economic factors. Black retail ownership in sneaker markets is very low, 5% indicating disproportionately low capture of wealth generated through black consumer spending. Black consumers spend less on average than similarly situated white consumers in many retail categories, including sneakers, when controlling for income. This implies annual spending per capita can be moderate relative to total community population size. He's making up these numbers, y'all. These numbers is made up. I mean, unless he tapped in with the federal government, and he can get access to things that we can't get. That's always a option. Hold on, let me close these things.
For one, we don't want him to get the credit. Number two, we don't want the responsibility of doing for self. And number three, you understand, we want to find an excuse to keep on depending on white folks. So that's really the answer to that. But I want to answer your other piece. You said, what you do with the leftover money? When you open up the interview tonight, I dropped the donation information.
Yo, leftover money? You say you ain't have enough money, so it ain't no leftover. How you got leftover money when you still asking for money and you said that people ain't donated enough 4 years ago?
I said, get on your Cash App, $FDMG School. I said, get on your PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. I said, mail in your checks or money orders, P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware, 19809. I also said, if you remember, I said, we are running short on the repair money. We don't have it all. We have most of it, but we don't have it all to cover the repairs of the Garvey building. So to me, it is a very common sense question. Something that I don't even think needs to be asked. For somebody to say, what are you doing with the leftover money? We're paying for security so people don't vandalize the property like they've all.
Jesus Christ. Yo, who in Delaware, man? Who's in Delaware? Yo, God, is there ever hired guards? Is there armed guards at the Garvey building? Can somebody please let me know? Because I don't think we seen that. In all the videos he have shown us, I haven't seen the armed guard. I haven't seen the unarmed guard. He need to hire Gene Deal. Yo, we need Gene Deal working at the Garvey building immediately. Immediately. That's what we need. We don't want nobody else. If he hiring Gene Deal ain't valid, give my man Gene Deal a job. Because he say ever since Biggie died on his watch, he haven't been able to find work. This would be a match made in heaven. Umar Johnson. That could be a whole story. Umar Johnson hires Gene Deal to be head of security at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey building in Wilmington, Delaware. Somebody make that happen.
Already done. You understand? We have to pay for repairs. We have to pay taxes, upkeep, things of that nature. That's what we're doing with the extra money. The electric system has to be repaired. The plumbing system has to be repaired. We just paid for the roofs to be repaired. The carpentry has to be redone. You understand? We have to do the fire alarm system, the sprinkler system. We have to pay for the building permits. There's a lot of expense. We have to pay for the grass to be cut. That's not cheap. We have to pay for the grounds to be monitored. There's a lot of cost that goes into maintaining 2 schools, not 1, 2. And for me, I'm happy because we were only looking to get 1 school, brother and sister. We ended up with 2. And to all those coons and trolls who say the buildings are trash, do you realize the 4 buildings we got are state-of-the-art modern schools? They are not old schools like the ones we went to. They are modern. That campus was renovated at a cost of $13 million in 2011, 9 years ago. And the only reason why we have to renovate is because the building was not secured by the previous owner, which allowed people to get in and do what? Strip the electric system.
I was about to say, steal the copper.
The plumbing system. Strip the HVAC system. Whenever you and Rod Dig are ready, only you 2 and your other brother, Godfrey, y'all can drive on down and I will give you a tour. And when you walk through them schools, you tell me if those buildings is trash. First of all, the buildings are in excellent shape. Excellent shape. We just got an offer for one of the buildings over more than $1 million. That sound like trash to you?
Okay, here's
where
I
share. You right. Amazon fuck around, you buy that bitch. They ready to turn the motherfucker to Amazon. He flipping the building, y'all. This is an investment property. He brought it up, put a couple of hours in it. He gonna sell it to Amazon.
Little story, brother Umar. So it just so happens that my wife's family has a lot of educators in it. Her sister is a principal of a school right now. Her mother was a teacher, and her father was and is a principal who actually ended up making his own school in East New York, Brooklyn. It's called the Trey Whitfield School. You can look it up. So he's been doing this since like 1983. And how he started was, he started small. He started with 3 portable trailers that were behind like a church.
That
Nobody
is a good
was
point,
doing anything with them.
Why the fuck you buy 2 buildings, you can't open 1? Should have started small, man. I just think he needed something. He needed to have something on record to say, look, I spent the money. I mean, I got the buildings, and I think what he does is he just cuts the grass. You know, every now and then he'll walk the perimeters, so he makes it seem like he's still investing in the school. That's how it's being prolonged. That's why the feds probably just coming down on him. You know, because he makes it seem like he's really doing things. He might hire a cleanup crew every now and then. They go in there, sweep, mop, you know, do little shit like that.
To the church, because he was a principal like you, and he said, I guess he got the same inspiration to start his own thing. So he talked to the people at the church. He ended up negotiating some sort of rent where he had to pay $500 a month per trailer. And he had like 280 kids. Now, he didn't have a lot of money. He didn't have a lot of donations and stuff like that. So what did he do? He said, like a lot of schools and stuff, they would just throw out old desks and books and stuff like that. He'd go around to different schools and get desks. He'd go to the Board of Education and they'd give him stuff that they were getting rid of, you know what I mean, that they didn't want, books, whatever, all kind of different supplies. So he was using his resources. He did this till about the year 2000. Where he then sees like a 4-story big ass building, something pretty comparable to what you're talking about. Actually, it might be bigger than, it might be like those buildings combined, the ones that you bought. But this is in Brooklyn, in East New York, like right off Atlantic Avenue. So anyway, he gets to this building. He said he didn't have $1 for the building. you know. But he goes to the man. He's like, "Yo, I want to get this building for a school," and the guy's like, "Yeah, well," he tells him whatever, I don't know, whatever the price was, and he's like, "Listen, I ain't got no money, but what I do have is I got a friend who's he's like the president of a bank or something like that, and he'll give me a loan, you know, to renovate the place and all that. And if I miss whatever, any payments or something like that, then y'all will just have a free building renovated. You can take the building back and you'll get the shit renovated for free." So he ended up getting in there, and that was in the year 2000. In the year 2020, and this school now has gone on. It's a black school. They don't take no government grants or nothing like that. He does fundraisers and all this. You know, he knows some people in the sports industry and all. You know, because he used to play football back in the days.
What's the name of the school?
It's called the Trey Whitfield School. Now. I talked to him. He's willing to sit down with you and you know, give you any tips or anything like that of how he did it.
He'll try
you
to
know
give
what I mean?
some
And how he
resources.
continues.
They don't want no resources. But Umar like, man, is a bitch. Like, you know, good goddamn well. I don't want to talk to him. He might provide real insight. Yeah, I mean, he might catch me in the line. I can't talk to that man.
Because this man, and he's been on CNBC, all kind of other stuff like that. But the thing is,
no, what is it, man?
You know, he doesn't even have the type of notoriety that you have. You know what I mean? And yeah, this man was able to make it happen.
Yeah, he
you know
ain't
what I
looking
mean?
at that.
Like this man was able to.
He mad
to
right
just
now.
Put his thing, you know, into fruition. Use his resources. So I don't. Maybe we're feeling like, yo, you know, money is the answer for everything. But sometimes it's our resources. How about, yo, you know, could you donate your time or something to help, instead of the money to fix something? How about y'all come in and donate your time to help build up the school or something like that? You see, it's not always about money. It's about the people that you know. It's about a lot of
He turned him out.
things.
He ain't even listening.
You know, for $700,000, I feel like maybe we could have got a piece of land and just built from the ground up, and it could have been turned out cheaper. I don't know. We have to look into a lot of things, and this is a big undertaking that I feel like, you know, you might need some help with it, brother. What do you think?
Well, a couple things. I want to deal with your assumption that I might need some help.
Okay.
Most of my friends are educators. Most of my elders are educators and psychologists. That is my field. So it's kind of interesting
Who
when
are
someone
these
who's an
people,
expert in something, and I'm not speaking.
It's like Tisha tells her resources. Yeah, I mean, yeah, she got more resources too, y'all. Her resources told her a slew of things about Diddy that we probably ain't gonna get into tonight. But who are these educators, man? Who vouching, man?
Speaking to you, I'm speaking to the detractors who say I can help him with that. This is
No,
not.
I think they're talking about the real estate part of it. Not you're an educator, but not a real estate guy. You see
But we
what I'm
already
saying?
have the real estate, so that's not even an issue. No more.
Right, but did we choose the right real estate? Did we
I
take the
certainly
money
chose
and
the
do
right real
the
estate, brother.
best
I just
fiduciary
I
thing
just
with the
told you,
money?
brother. I just told you that the schools that we got was a $13 million project 9 years ago in excellent shape. We got a steal for that campus. It was a steal. It was the best thing I could have possibly got. I have no regrets.
Okay.
See, that's when we start feeding into the lies. That's why you got to come see the school, my brother.
Absolutely.
And see it for
I'd love to see
yourself. Because you have people telling you that the school ain't in good shape. The school is in excellent shape, which is why we're getting offers for it now. It's in excellent shape, brother. The classrooms don't even have to be touched. We just have to fix the electrical system, the HVAC system, and the plumbing system. So I don't need help with the real estate. We were blessed with that campus. You understand? And as far as your brother's school, I support him.
That's
I'm
my
glad he's
father-in-law.
doing a good
My
job.
father-in-law.
I just looked at
He
the.
mad as a bitch. You called him his brother. He mad as a bitch. He ain't never gonna do one of these interviews again. Yeah, I'm sure Umar Johnson, when he do interviews, you'll probably say, yo, don't ask me about the school. I'm only doing interviews under one condition. Don't ask me about no school. I don't want no questions about FDMG Academy, right? Or I ain't coming.
The website,
Mm-hmm.
kudos to that, brother.
Yes, sir.
What I'm doing ain't that. I want to be absolutely clear. The Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy will be America's first school based off the principles of Pan-African nationalism and international economics. That's not what I'm doing, brother. I have a totally different concept from him. You understand? So if
The concept could be different, but the implementation of
but
how
I
it's
don't
put.
need his help implementing, brother, because I'm a certified school psychologist.
Yeah, you do need his help, yo. But of course you don't, because you know what real progress. So you don't need his help. You know what I mean?
Certified school principal who's experienced, who got a whole cadre of educators. So y'all keep making these things. He needs to talk. No, I don't. Y'all don't know who I got. I got
Then
everything.
why is somebody, you have all these credentials, then why is this man who we don't know was able to put his school
I don't
together
know
in a
his
few
story,
months,
and I've never been
and it's
to the
taken you
school.
6 years,
never-
brother?
6 years is nothing.
It's 10 years now. This was 4 years ago. So, we can fast forward to the day and add the 4 on top of the 6. We get 10. So now it's 10 years in the making and it's still no school. But he says opening by the end of August. Or by August. August is in 3-4 more days. We'll see what happens August 1st. But I think we all know what's going to happen.
I can show you 10 charter schools where the money is coming from the state, and it took them almost a decade to get open, brother. You don't open up a school in a year or two. I don't know your brother's story, and I don't care to know it. I don't care to know it.
Why not, though? If it could be helpful to you, why wouldn't you care to know it if it could be helpful to you?
Brother, I have friends who own schools. Do you understand that?
This nigga crazy. Nigga that he got friends in those schools. Hey yo, I swear, yo. I think this like I think this is what they do in media, yo. Everybody he got friends in those schools. He got friends that's in the psychology field. He got principal friends. Like he got friends in all aspects of what he need to accomplish his goal with this school. But no school. The school ain't open yet. So yo, you need some new friends, Umar. If you got friends that own schools, you need to replace them with some new friends that got schools up and running. Because them friends they ain't getting the job done, man. You're not being advised properly.
I have friends who own schools. So if I need to talk to someone who owns a school, I already got that. I got what I need. The only thing missing from my equation is enough funds to complete the task. That's it.
I need the money. I just want the money, babe. I just want the money. It was what's that Pee-wee Long way? That nigga turned into Pee-wee Long. Umar Johnson just want the money, y'all. Straight up. He don't fuck everything else. He handle everything else. He don't need no help. He just want the money, man. You know what I mean? And preferably, he wants your grit money. This nigga crazy.
That's it. The school is not
Right,
open
think
yet
about it. This
because I
nigga
don't have
tripping.
enough funds to do it that way. I'm not going to no bank.
Maybe we
I'm not taking that loan now.
maybe we need fundraising different
Brother,
fundraising methods. Maybe
Yes,
the people that we go to.
We have that in place, but what I want you to understand, it takes time to build institutions. I ain't got no problem with where we are. I'm loving where we at. We got our plans done by the engineer. We got our electrician chosen. I'm meeting with my HVAC this weekend. I got my plumber on standby. Roofer did his job. Carpenter lined up. We doing what we need to do on the time frame we doing it in. I don't need no help outside of the team I got, which is filled with experts from the East Coast to the West Coast, brother.
Okay, brother. I mean, these are definitely
you see the comments, they going in
answers
order.
that people want to know. They want to.
I'm not interested in people. I'm interested in donors, brother.
Yeah, but in order for you to get.
Hey, I can give him credit with this, right? He make it very clear. That nigga want money, man. Fuck all that other shit. I don't need resources. I don't need engineers. I don't need plumbers. I need money, bitch. Show me the money. What the fuck you talking about? That's all. Show him the money, man. That's it. If you ain't got no money, don't talk.
Get donors, though. You're gonna have to satisfy these. Yes, brother. And how you gonna get donors if you don't if I'm listen, if I'm considering to be a donor, but I have certain questions that I want answered, I feel like that.
No, Umar don't answer no questions. I was trying to find a live where he was blocking people for asking questions. You can't ask questions about the school, yo. The school is a no-go. No questions about the school, man. I don't give a fuck if you donated $1 million. You better not ask where that shit went. Your ass getting blocked.
That's legitimate.
Can I tell you why that's bullshit?
Why?
Can I?
Go ahead, please.
Respectfully?
Respectfully.
You've been raising money for 6.5 years, brother. If you ain't doing up by now, you ain't donating, and your question don't matter.
Told you. I told you. I fucking told you. I told you. You better give a fuck. You better ask about that motherfucker money. That money is mine, bitch. That bitch in the bank. You heard me? That bitch in the trust fund. That bitch in the casino. You better ask me where $1 went. Oh, it's good. This shit might get real. Umar Johnson might turn to Mike Tyson. He ain't playing that shit, man.
No. You can't assume that in the 6 years everybody knows what you're doing.
Wait, hang on. Let me interject here.
If you ain't donate by now, you ain't gonna donate, and that's all right with me.
But what if they didn't know about it? What if they're just finding out about it?
Hang on. Let me interject to both of you guys' points. To you, brother Umar, I think what for a lot of people that may be naysayers or detractors.
I don't care about the naysayers.
But listen, hang on. I don't want you to focus on them. But imagine someone who may just be getting acclimated to your situation. Somebody could just be finding out, or maybe when they hear about you, they see the propaganda, they see the negative stuff, but they love the idea. They're in love with the, with the philosophy. So then when they go to research you to try to get more information, they're seeing, they're not getting, I guess they're not getting the answers they feel like they, to the questions that they want to ask, but they may possibly want to donate, or I'm not referring to the people that's just like, oh, what's he doing? I'm not referring to those people. I'm referring to people that are legitimately believing in your cause, but may possibly,
I agree with you, Queen, but to that I'll say this quickly. I'm the most accessible black scholar in the world. My cell number is public. My email is public. And guess what? I do get emails from people. Doc, I just learned about you. Boom, boom, boom. Tell me about the school. We just started a loyal donors campaign the other day. And any of your viewers who are interested in signing up, please do. The Loyal Donors Club.
There you go.
It's for brothers and sisters who want to consistently donate $50 a month for bronze, $100 a month for silver, $250 a month for gold, $500 a month for platinum, and $1,000 a month for diamond. We just started that 48 hours ago. Anybody who wants those links, text my cell number, please.
Hey, no, fuck that. No, why you gotta text your cell number, bitch? Post it. I wanna become a loyal donor, man. I want the website. What is the? Yo said he started this shit 48 hours ago. 2 days. He's fucking 2 days before the interview. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I think people stupid.
215-989-9858. 215-989-9858. They will also be put in a WhatsApp group where they will get all the updates that they want. For those who can't afford to make a consistent donation, they can go to the Cash App, $FDMG School, or the PayPal, FDMG Academy, or Med.
Hey, yo, it's crazy, yo. Hey, yo, so hold up, yo. Let me get this straight. Hold up, fuck that. Let me get the camera on me. Hold the fuck up, yo. Let me make sure I'm understanding this, yo. Let me make sure we all on the same page, right? So if you're a loyal donor, you get updates. But if you donate one time, you got the Cash App. Fuck you talking about? You don't get no update for donate once. Bitch, I don't give a fuck if you donated $1,000. That was a one-time donation. I need you to donate weekly. And the only way you get updates is if you donate weekly. If you donate $1,000 once, you better ask me for nothing. You heard me? That ain't enough. Yo, this guy is crazy, yo. I never seen this interview before. How many views this bitch got? 267K. Yo, this guy is crazy.
In the check or money order. They can text me for the address. It's also on the
He
website.
do need his ass whipped,
Here's
though,
what I
Trap.
would say to that, Sister Rob. They do reach out to me. And they do ask me questions, and I answer the questions. Here's what I'm saying. A lot of the questions that are being
What's up,
posed,
Shay?
right? And I understand where Brother Jamar coming from because he's just being the vessel to bring it to me. I get it. Okay, I understand that. So we on the square together. But those are coming from haters.
Yeah,
You gotta understand something.
Yo, for years now, people has been using that hater word the wrong way. Yo, I don't think nobody is hating. Yo, I think people is generally concerned. Like, yo, why people just can't be generally concerned? Why people can't have cars for pause? Why people just can't have reservations? Yo, I don't think people is hating. Yo, I was on the Umar train for years, and that was a hater. I thought what he was doing, when I believed it, I thought he was trying to make some, some changes. I thought he was doing something great for the community, for the kids. Now, on year 10, yo, you can't expect the motherfucker to hold on to a ledge, yo, for 10 years. Eventually, his hand's gonna get tired, motherfucker gonna fall. You know what I mean? Like, yo, it's like in 10 years, he still got people trying to hold on to hope. Like yo, Dr. Umar Johnson is selling hope, yo. They say hope sell faster than dope. I don't know how many of y'all knew that. And I think Umar Johnson figured that out early. If I can sell these people hope for 10 years. You know what I mean? Remember that, your hope sell faster than dope, y'all. Got that from my man.
I'm probably the most influential and accomplished black school psychologist in American history. Not probably, I am.
I don't know, y'all.
If you got a child in special ed, they've been ADHD, conduct disorder, I'm the person you came to. I've been doing this work for over 20 years. My name is etched in stone. There is no such thing as I just woke up and heard about you. You're going to get some people like that, but most of our people know who I am because I helped them save their kids or their children went to my school. I didn't just wake up yesterday.
Hey, Shawnee, you still here? How many people in Philly y'all know? How many people in Philly can vouch? Has Umar Johnson helped anybody kids in Philly?
People know who I am. I got the books, I got the articles, I got the resume for them.
Absolutely.
You understand? So
some people just woke up, though. Everybody not.
But listen to me. Even if you're not in the conscious community, you know who I am. I don't belong to the conscious community. I belong to the African race. I'm the most requested black scholar in the world, hands down. That's mainstream.
Yeah, but you got to understand how many people don't even
but they're not
know about scholars.
That's what I mean.
Are so far removed
they're
from
not asking the negative questions, Jamar. They're not. The new people are not asking the negative questions. The negative questions are the haters.
But I'm saying,
I don't think you can classify them as negative questions. Like, I don't think you question. I don't think negative questions would be the correct term. I think people has obvious questions. At this point, the questions are obvious. Like, yo, what the fuck is going on, bro? Like, I don't think it's negative.
is it a negative question to just want transparency?
Yeah, what
you
we
saying? You just want to know what's going on.
Bro, what transparency you talking about? We raised the money, we bought the schools. What transparency you talking about? We raised the money, the little bit left is going to repair. What transparency you talking about? You think I'm going to put the school bank account on YouTube?
Well, of course not. Of course not.
On Twitter? You think I'm going to put the school bank account on Instagram? You out your damn mind.
I think they maybe want more of a timeline of when it might open or something like that.
Catering to the haters. Don't cater
No. It's not catering to the haters. We have to. Here's what we got. Here's what we got to do, though, brother. No. It's not about catering to the hate. I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. Okay. We have to make sure we have to vet all of our people, bro. I got love for you, bro.
Everybody, then vet them other Negroes in the conscious community who ain't building shit.
We gonna get to them all, bro.
Oh shit, he showed his true colors. That King Carl Carson should be talking like this. What the fuck? You might as well call them niggas. Yo, what if Umar Johnson, yo, when he ain't online, talk like me? Yo, what if we found out that Umar Johnson, when he ain't online, he don't use none of his black brothers and sisters and Negroes. He say nigga. He be calling women bitches. He be doing some of the. He talk like a regular guy. You know, a regular guy from the streets of Philly. I think that's probably more along the lines of who Umar Johnson is for real. Like, complete con artist, man.
Jamar, wait,
we're gonna get to them all.
Jamar don't discriminate.
Listen,
somebody built an institution from the grass.
Right.
Name somebody. You ain't got none of them. Name me a YouTuber doing what I'm doing. Any of them conscious dudes. Name one on my level. Name one builder. You crazy.
I can't.
That nigga mad as shit. It was a fight. Hey yo, he might got me Lil Jamal at 55th Street Alley with Crip Mac. Yeah, Crip Mac can referee that bitch. This nigga want to fight.
I can't. All I can name is my father-in-law.
How many they kept out of jail, bro? They're not building shit.
Right. So
through the grass. What have they built, bro? Who you know in the conscious movement built an institution? Answer that. Nobody. I'm the only one in my generation doing it.
Well, you're building it. It's
yeah,
not built
bro.
yet, though. It's
It'll
not built.
be there. Don't you worry about it. You be the first one there. Trust me.
Beautiful.
Hey yo, that was fucking hilarious. That was fucking hilarious. Hold up, it's a longer episode? Holy shit. Yo, goddamn it. Hold up, yo.
Here's what we got to do, though, brother. No. It's not. No.
No.
We're not getting into the hate. I have to ask the hard questions, bro.
Primary because most education. Why now?
Yeah.
Why now? Me ever wrote a book like that. Questions are the haters.
But I'm saying, is it a negative question?
None of them. Name me a YouTuber doing what I'm doing. Any of them conscious dudes. Name one on my level. Name one builder. You crazy.
I can't.
Tie my sneaks, bro.
Yeah, we got. He said he can't tie his sneaks. Fuck wrong with you niggas. They can't tie my motherfucking shoes, bitch. he might as well said that. That bitch ass niggas can't even tie my shoes. Fuck wrong with these clown ass niggas. I'm out this bitch building a school for 10 years. And they ain't said they gonna build a school, but they ain't did shit either. That's basically what he said. We both ain't did shit. I just brought a school.
Can't. All I can name is my father-in-law.
How many kept out of jail, bro?
They're
not building shit.
That for real, Trav.
Right. So
through the grass. What have they built, bro? Who you know in the conscious movement built an institution? Answer that. Nobody. I'm the only one in my generation doing it.
Well, you're building it. It's
yeah,
not built
bro.
yet, though. It's not
It'll
built.
be there. Don't you worry about it. You be the first one there. Trust me.
Beautiful. Listen. Let's move. I want to talk about your book real quick. Let's talk about your book, the Black Parent Advocate.
Yes, sir.
That sounds like something that is needed
Hold the
in
fuck
the
up.
black community.
Yo, we don't wait. Hold up. I'm
what
back.
is the Black
Hold up,
Parent
yo.
Advocate?
Hold the fuck up. We ain't let him get away with that shit. Hold the fuck up. Yo, he cannot be no fucking black parent advocate. No. Hell no. You can't be no black parent advocate, Umar.
About
It is
how
a
can we advocate for black
560
parents?
page book. It is the only book ever. No other black psychologist ever. Only me ever wrote a book like that gives the black parent every answer they need for almost every problem they will run into the public school or the mental health system.
Yo, fuck that. You need to write a book on how the fuck you fell out with both your baby mothers and don't take care of none of your kids. I'm more interested in that book. Just like I'm more interested in Seti Nash's story of how he became a crisis actor. Like, yo, we need real stories, man. Y'all guys got stories to tell. Let the people know. Explain to the people, Umar, how not to get put in that situation. The way as though you become a spokesman for black families and black boys and girls across America, but failed to mention that you don't take care of, you ain't never been a parent. I would rather hear that story. You know, that story is it's interesting to me, because I don't know how the fuck does that happen. Like, as a man, I wouldn't be able to sit and talk like how I talk about families and, you know, kids and raising them if my motherfucking kids wasn't upstairs right now. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, how are you writing books on parenting, bro? How? Like, yo, come on, like, based off of what? Was this based off of books? Like, it gotta be some type of experience in there. I don't want to hear your story based off of books, bro. I'd rather hear experience. Experience is always the best teacher. And from what we know, Umar Johnson doesn't have any experience in parenting. His daughter right now is battered and bruised on live. Can't even walk. Knots, hickeys all on her forehead. Look like a hand broke. Like, yo, what the fuck type of parenting can you teach us?
Never been done before. Never been done before. And I will be releasing that in Harlem Friday, October 30th from 2 to 8. Allah Temple in Mecca. $50 a copy. 560 pages. And for New York, I'm going to have something a little special. I'm going to get the covers raised since it's a special 10-year anniversary. For those who can't come to New York, I will be releasing a book in Atlanta November the 19th. If you can't come to Atlanta, I will be releasing the book in Nat Turner Land, Virginia, November the 11th, when we honor Nat Turner, 189th anniversary memorial of his execution. And if you can't make it there, my 10-year anniversary in Fort Lauderdale, Florida will be December the 10th. Those are my 4 10-year anniversaries. We already had Chicago. Shout out to Chi-Town. September the 18th. That's already passed.
That's what's up.
So I got the books. I got the resume. I got the school. So when people pop shit, I'm trying to find who else doing the work. Because all I see is people on YouTube making videos. Not y'all. I'm talking about my detractors and the other people in the conscious community. All they got is videos and DVDs. No institutions, no track record for helping nobody, intellectual masturbation.
It seems like your main detractor is this guy, Lennon Honor.
Yes. He's a down low brother who preys on teenage boys.
Whoa.
He's married with children, but he's on the down low. He preys on teenage boys, according to information that was released recently. I don't know the man. I never met the man. All he does is make videos about another man, which is me.
Right.
This was already questionable. That was already questionable. But based on information that another brother released, who I don't know either, okay, he preys on teenage boys.
Wow. I mean, you know, he did have a channel that seemed quite obsessive. You know, it seemed like every goddamn video was about you. Like, I was like, you know,
well, we know why now, don't we? We know why now.
Yeah.
We know why now.
Yeah. Well, hey. I don't know, man. I don't know that guy. I just keep seeing his name in the comments, Lennon.
Yeah, he pays it. He's unemployed, 5 kids, a wife. He pays his bill by making Dr. Umar hate videos. That's how he take care of his family. He ain't the only one. It's a whole army of them out there. But compared to the supporters, the detractors are almost irrelevant. Compared to the supporters, the detractors are almost irrelevant. But everybody focuses on the negative. Everybody focuses on the negative, and I think that's the problem with our community, because we're always looking at the negative. We could have clearly talked about, wow, you're the only one of your generation that's trying to build an institution. Wow, the people gave you $750,000. You bought 2 buildings instead of 1. Like, I could easily flip this into a positive success story, but we have such a negative bias with each other that it's just a shame.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this is the society we live in. Just like you said, conflict drives everything.
Yeah,
like
it does.
every TV program, every movie you've ever watched, it's about conflict. Like, oh, this guy, you know, he's a drug dealer, but he wants to get out. That's a conflict right there. Like, you know.
But we talking real life in the black community is conflict based and negativity based. And we have to change that. And that's another reason why the school is going to be so important, because we have to transform the way that our children think. As Frederick Douglass said, it's better to raise strong children than to repair broken men. And that is the motto of the FDMG Academy, along with the Garvey quote that without confidence in yourself, you are twice defeated in the race of life, but with confidence, you have won even before you have started.
Now, when you open this, is this just for boys, or is this
it's going to start out for boys, and eventually we may extend it to the Princess Academy. But boys are primary because most educational outcomes for black males in America are far more detrimental than they are for our girls. The girls are catching hell too. Make no mistake. What they do to the boys, they do to the girls. But if you compare the two, it's like night and day. When you look at special ed, it's almost exclusively black male. Dropout, almost exclusively black male. School arrest, juvenile detention, Ritalin, Adderall, Concerta, Medicaid, conduct disorder, ODD, it's almost exclusively male. So we're focusing on the boys first because they're the ones who need the intervention the most.
Facts. I remember in high school I was reading that Jawanza
Kunjufu, conspiracy
to destroy black boys.
Shout
1
out
and
to
2,
Jawanza
I think
Kunjufu.
I read them all. That just really was enthralling to me, and I was like, damn, I'm one of the boys they making a conspiracy against. Like, this is exactly for me. Like, I see the little shit that they did. And I mean, that is definitely to be commended. We get this school up and running, and you
absolutely,
man, it is to be
First
commended,
of all,
because it is about building.
It ain't no ifs with me.
Let me just tell you. We have a thing in the 5% Nation called Love, Hell, All Right. In order to have love, you got to go through hell for things to be all right. You see what I'm saying? Like you got to go through that fire. You got to go through that fire in order to come through the other side purified. You see what I'm saying? So don't always look at the fire as a bad thing. You understand what I'm saying? We all need that purification.
I ain't got no problem with the fire with the bad thing, but when you get the same questions 10 years straight that you didn't answer a million times, anybody can understand somebody's patience growing weak.
Now you're answering it
the same stuff.
Now you're answering it in the right place from the right people, and you know, man, you got to just let the people decide. The people and hopefully
people don't decide for me.
Hopefully,
I decide. For
I mean,
me.
they're gonna decide for themselves.
My supporters, not no nine.
Well, that's
like
what I'm
I
saying,
said, bro,
and hopefully your
chat,
supporters.
haters, bro. You catering to the hate.
No.
No.
We're not catering to the hate. I have to ask the hard questions,
comments
bro.
popping up. I mean, it's all I can handle it.
Well, let me say this with the utmost respect. I do believe that you are getting questioned because this is a wonderful thing. This is a commendable thing. Overall, I would be ecstatic to see this come to fruition sooner than later, and I think that is the sentiment of most people. On a positive perspective. So, I want
be sooner until we get the funds, babe.
So is there like a guesstimate number? Like if you had to just throw a number out, like, yo, we could at least get like a small classroom going if we had XYZ.
No. The Honorable Marcus Garvey building has 10 classrooms, 2 bathrooms, about 4 offices, teacher's lounge, computer room, mechanical room. The whole building going to be operating at the same time. See, let me say this, and I don't disagree with you at all, Queen. But let me say this. I got a serious problem, not with y'all. I got a serious problem with the start small Negroes. Get a class. I'm not doing that because our children deserve better than that. Did you start?
There you go. Bluffing ass nigga. Yo, that would make logical sense, Umar. It would have made logical sense if your intentions were pure to start small and build up.
Small when you got that Mercedes? Did you start small when you moved into the white suburb? Did you start small when you spent $2 billion with Nike? Did you start small when you spent $1 million at McDonald's? Did you start small when you spent 11?
Yo, go to McDonald's. Yeah, we gotta fact check this, y'all. We gotta fact check this. How much do black people spend at McDonald's? We need answers. How much money do black people spend at McDonald's? Hold on. How the fuck you do this shit? How much money do black people spend at McDonald's?
18%. According to Numerator.com, McDonald's captures 18% of black consumers' quick service restaurant spend, followed by Wendy's, 6%, Starbucks, 6%, Burger King, 5%, Popeyes, 5%, and Chipotle, 4%. Black consumers are more likely to engage with food-related media and entertainment.
Man, this nigga in these fucking numbers. I ain't looking up no more of them numbers. I don't believe any of them. I ain't looking up no more numbers, man. Yo, why the fuck they keep playing with the goddamn?
$1 million with Cricket Grits. We don't start small when we go shopping nowhere
How
else.
much really with
$30
Cricket
billion
Grits?
on weave and perm. We didn't start small, but when it comes time to save our children, when it comes time to give black boys a new reality, when it comes time to give our black girls a better chance at life, we got to start small and crawl before we walk. But we don't do that with nobody else. We've been putting Jewish kids through college. We've been putting Chinese kids through college. We've been putting Arab kids through college. We've been putting Anglo-Saxon kids through college. But when it
I
comes
love my
time
grits.
to put our kids through a school, let's start with one class. I'm not doing that. The Garvey School will be up and running early 2021. I promise you that. The donations
What
is
the
coming.
fuck?
My donors is pushing.
Hold the fuck up. Yo, how many different dates have we gave for this school, y'all? Like, real talk. Over the years, how many different dates has he gave us for this school? Because this is in 2021. Now he's saying it's opening at the end of the year. Well, August. Which is in 3 days.
They standing behind me. It's just taking a little bit more time because too much attention goes to the negativity and not the positivity. But we will win. Ancestors had already told me that. Ain't no ifs over here. It's only wins.
There you have it.
I ain't starting small. The school's small enough. Can't get no smaller than that. We are $2 trillion people talking about starting small. $2 trillion. Christmas is coming up. In Philadelphia, we're going to spend $3 billion in Christmas. New York City, y'all the largest black population in the country. Y'all Christmas bill like $12 billion. Are we starting small with Christmas?
Yo, what the fuck? Yo, this nigga need numbers, yo. Yo. Where the fuck does he get these numbers from, y'all? Where's he getting these numbers from? Yo, I'm ready to start making them numbers too. Fuck. Umar Johnson been getting away with it all this goddamn time. Fuck is wrong with my goddamn camera, man? Hold up, y'all. Should be acting stupid. Ready to start making them numbers too. Shit. Kick the camera again. God dang. I gotta kick the camera again. I ain't ready to do it yet though.
We starting small with Thanksgiving? Do we start small when we go out to party and club? Do we start small when we get our weaves and perms? Do we start small when we get our trucks? We don't start small with nothing else.
There we
But
do,
when it
y'all.
comes time to save black kids.
Motherfuckers just don't be popping out with a Benz. I mean, you might have a motherfucking Honda Civic first. Next thing you know, you might pop out with a motherfucking Chevy Impala. You know what I mean? Now you got the Benz. Most people do start small, y'all.
We got to crawl before we walk. Not me. Victory is here. Get free or die trying. That's what I'm on.
50 Cent.
There you have it.
50
Straight
Cent.
from the black man's mouth.
50 Cent is spoken.
Y'all wanted the questions. They were asked.
Same
He answered
question.
them.
Same.
He answered them.
And they going to ask me the same questions 6 more months. I've been dealing with it
Well,
for
you
5
know,
years.
you know when they're going to stop asking you.
No, they're going to always ask. They still asking where the school at right now. Right now.
Wow.
He ain't
When
buying no school
they
yet.
see you in there and the kids is in there and
Nah,
they
I ain't worried
laughing
about
and
that. I
playing
ain't worried
and
about
all
that. I
that,
ain't worried about
that's
that.
when
No,
they gonna
Niggas, I ain't worried about no kids. Ain't no kids stepping foot in this building. Fuck you talking about? I bought this school for me. That nigga said, no, I ain't worried. Ain't no kids. What? Ain't no kids stepping foot in there. This building was for Umar Johnson only. I wanted to be a principal my whole life. Now I am. I'm not just the principal. I'm the owner of the school. Mission complete. It won't be a child that ever step foot in this building. Not on my watch. You fucking think this is? No kids come here.
No, you got me wrong, Lord Jamal. I ain't worried about that. Because I don't care what they think. I could care less what they say when the school get over. I'm worried about my donors and our babies. That's it.
and that's all
That's
you
it.
that's
This
all
will
you
be the
should
first
worry
school.
about. I
This will be
suppose.
the first school in American history that was built with a contribution from every African community in the world. First, our donors Africa, Europe, Caribbean. First school ever. Built with donations from every African community in the world. We good. I just get a little impatient with the same stuff over and over.
I hear you, brother, but you gotta show patience, brother. Like,
brother, I've been patient long enough, bro.
I know.
Same questions.
We got love for you, bro.
I ain't gotta be patient no more.
Yeah, we've never asked you here, but you know.
But I'm sure if you seen any interview I've been on, it's the same questions. Like they've been asked. Like maybe we could get some new ones or something. I'm not knocking you. I'm just saying.
Well, what would you like to touch on before we go? Like, is there anything that you would like? I wish they would ask me about this.
Here's my issue with the interview.
What do you think about vaccine?
I didn't want to talk about some hoes. That's the fuck you want to talk about. You want to talk about the girls you be manipulating with this motherfucking King Kong consciousness bullshit. That's for Dubai, y'all. I swear, y'all. I guarantee Umar Johnson, outside of this, yo, he's a total different person, man. Total different person. He like the guy on Don't Be a Menace. That was, brother. Maybe that's where Umar Johnson got his little thing from. Remember the guy on Don't Be a Menace? Where he was acting like he was so pro-black, but he liked white girls? That's Umar Johnson in real life, y'all.
Brother.
No. Let me say this, please. Here's my issue with the interview community.
Right.
I'm the only one of my type.
Scamming
I'm the only school psychologist in the conscious community. I'm the only one. I'm the only independent revolutionary one in the whole nation. We could have talked about what parents can do to keep their kids out of special ed. We could have talked about what they can do to change behavior. We could talk about what they can do to intervene with suicide.
Yeah, we talked about that already. We don't want to talk about that. We don't want to discuss that no more, Umar. We don't want to talk about that. We want to talk about when the fuck is that school opening, bro. That's it and that's all. Anything outside of that, or when you going, or when your kids going to meet. That's what we want to talk about. Either the school or when your daughters is going to finally get a chance to meet each other. Other than that, yo, we ain't got nothing else to talk about, bro. For real. It ain't nothing left to talk about. Hold on, y'all. That's phone. Keep. Yeah, hold on, yo. Hit that like button. Share the live too, y'all. Remember, we gotta start sharing the lives. We've been doing a horrible job with sharing the lives.
There's so many different positive, progressive topics that we could have covered to really help parents, really help educators, really help our children. And we dedicated so much time to the same old played out, worn out ass questions from the haters. That's what bothers me. It's only one of me, bro. You got a lot of people talking about ancient.
We ain't got the shit ain't even on. That shit still ain't bring back. That shit crazy. Well, let me kick this camera.
Keep ITG News joined. Keep ITG News joined.
I bet I was eating some motherfucking oatmeal.
You got a lot of people talking about consciousness. You got a lot of people talking about health. But when it comes to the school psych piece, I'm the alpha and the omega. I just think my time should be better used on these interview platforms, feeding our parents and our children, as opposed to going through the same old dried up ass questions that they've been asking that's already been answered a million times over.
I don't think everybody that's asking these questions are haters, though.
99% of them is.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. Well, we're definitely not here asking you in the spirit of hate, and so I hope you understand that.
At all. I would actually like to come visit the facility. When can we do that?
If I don't do that. That is slick motherfucker. hey, right there, hey, don't do that. You know, everything might get you one of them rums. No Umar dirty motherfucker, man. Your partner had sex with hella women, inviting them to the school. Yeah, I'm gonna let you check the school out. You know, walk around a little bit. Might need you to take care of my mother for a while. You know? Dirty motherfucker.
Okay.
That's what's up, brother.
Y'all coming alone, or don't bring none of them haters with you.
No.
You can bring Godfrey, just y'all.
Just the crew. Well, listen, brother, we appreciate you sitting down with us and, you know, answering the hard questions. That just shows some, you know, your character, that you can get through this and answer the hard questions without it having to get, you know, go left.
I can handle it, bro.
Yeah, because we grown men at the end of the day, bro.
I handle it like Malcolm.
They're just questions.
Whatever you
Yo,
throw.
come on, y'all. Keep Malcolm. You're not Malcolm, bro. Nothing like Malcolm.
They're just questions. Ain't nobody get hurt by a question. They just questions.
Same old questions.
But yeah, brother, I know. I mean, in my defense, I asked you for the 11. And you only gave me one. I asked you for the 11. You only gave me one.
With black folks, third rule, they ruthless. The ends justify the means.
Listen, where can everybody find you online and your social media and all that?
Twitter and Instagram at Dr. Umar Johnson. Facebook, Dr. Umar Ifatunde. Email, Dr. Umar Johnson at Yahoo.
No, we don't even know where to find him. They'll find his ass in prison soon. Keep fucking around. Keep fucking around. That's where they gonna find his ass at. But yo, the girl that been exposing him.
Attention parents.
The girl that been exposing him. Did another interview. Well, she be going live and shit. And one of Umar Johnson's siblings is putting CPS on him about the mistreatment of the mother. Here you go. I ain't watched the whole thing. Only watched like a minute of it. But I guess Umar Johnson posted this on his whatever, one of his social medias. Shit, here we go. So it say breaking news. He posted this.
What's
What
good?
the
So
fuck?
I wanted to come.
Let's go back. It said the Philadelphia police just made a wellness check at the home of Queen Mother Ifa Tunde. They received a distress call possibly arranged between Fishy Medea and one or more of Mr. Umar's siblings. The police inspected the home and found no cause to remove the elderly or arrest her paternity caregiver, eldest son King Kong Consciousness. They probably definitely got an investigation in on him.
What's good? So I wanted to come on here before I started this next interview. These interviews are not my favorite, but they are a necessary evil.
She on his ass.
We'll figure out why.
And I told y'all why she doing this to him, man. He played her. He tricked her into believing that he legitimately wanted her help, only to have sex with her. He tricked her. So you play with people, people play back. You know what I mean? They say ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun. So he played this game with her, made her think they was in a relationship, and then ditched her. So now this is payback, man. You feel me? And that's what the fuck she been doing on his ass, paying his ass back for tricking her into believing they was in a relationship. Meanwhile, he just wanted to get close to her.
The way that I did them, but not yet. The next thing that I'm focused on is offline. So you got about another week of my bad AIs until my guy gets back in the country. He can take over and polish everything up off Instagram. I don't like social media. Another thing I wanted to say, this is not a popularity contest between me and Umar. If you like him, stay over there. Don't come on the page trying to push that I'm wrong, because this is about to get real cutthroat. I don't want to hear it. A lot of you think that I just came out on Umar and, he fired back, but I'm the one to start. No. Umar was in my space threatening me, and he put spies in my space long before I begged him to get them out. My privacy is important to me, just like his privacy is important to him. He disregarded my privacy. He crossed a lot of damn boundaries, and so I crossed all of his, and I put all his privacy out. So that's me spilling the tea. If you know me in real life, you know I'm not a talker. I'm not a talker. It's some people that I know a lot of stuff about. And it'll go to the grave. I'll take it to the grave. I'm not a vindictive. Even some of them, I'll never speak to them again. I'm not a vindictive person until you fuck with my kids. And that's what he did. Even when he originally came into my space and he crossed boundaries. So I don't want to hear how you feel about this. I just don't. I'm cold-hearted to this. Going forward, things are gonna get real bad. They're gonna get real rough. And I just want everybody to know I'm numb to the bullshit. We're going ahead as planned. That's why I do.
It already been women. It already been women talking. It already been a few women talking about how he lured. That's what I'm saying. I'm not making this shit up. This is really what he do. He lures women in by this by this character that he portrays. You know what I mean? Get him to watch his mother. This the second girl he tried to get to watch his mother. He tried to get the one girl. She talked about how she wanted to work in the cafeteria at the school. He talking about let's meet for dinner. You know what I mean? I can fly you out. She like, hold the fuck up. Like, she married. Like she was legitimately trying to help what he had going on. He was trying to fuck her.
A lot of time and consideration, and I pleaded with this man before you get me started. So this is where we're at. These interviews are small. Like I said, this is the beginning part of round one.
Yeah, she on his ass.
He said he was ready for war. Then let's go to war. Send me my lawsuit. If y'all gonna fund it, fund it. Let's get this shit on the road. Other than that, him being quiet on certain things, this is not gonna go away. This isn't based in scorn. I'm not a scorned woman. I left that space. He didn't let go of me. If he did, tell him to produce the text. How did you tell her or dismiss her? He didn't. I was begging him to get the fuck out of my space. So we're going on as planned.
I was the first one to ever join the military in my family.
I don't think she's scorned. I think she feel betrayed. You know, betrayed and scorned is two different things. I think she feel like he played with her. So now she playing with him.
The other thing that I definitely want you guys to keep in perspective is that there is, through all of this, I don't know what the situation is in the home because I haven't been in there lately, but there's a woman that needs to be seen. She is in a bad situation through all of this. Through all of this. Through all his travels and everything. And I doubt he has improved his situation. Because he feels like he's above it all. So that's going on. And then the other thing is that I want you guys to keep in consideration that you funding this school that's not going to open up. It's not going to open up. If a man keeps his house, and this isn't even about his housekeeping. If he has that type of disarray around him, there is no way that he is going to be able to open that school and it'll be functioning and presentable for those kids. If you had it in you, you would start in the home. I've never seen anyone. Now, I've seen people be messy, disorganized, but that is a snapshot of what is going on inside of his head. And then he's put someone else in it. And someone brought something to my attention. Even if they take her out of the home, his mother, her medical situation could decline based off of being in that type of environment. I was sick for a while after coming out of there.
Damn, that shit that bad? Oh, she said he a hoarder.
That's where my head is at. I don't give a shit about if you think I want him or whatever, or I was mad, or it was about the Shango. That's all simple. It's simple shit. It's superficial compared to what I'm on. You will see me pausing a lot. I have a filter, something that your leader would do well to have. I have a filter. And before I just start and letting things out and announcing a move that I haven't yet played, I run it through my filter. So yeah, you're going to see me pause on some shit. But other than that, my main focus is to get through these 2 interviews and we be done with it. But I did want to kind of get people out the way that are, they're just stuck on a simple shit. Like, why he chose me, all that. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I don't. I want to get to the good shit. But it's a necessary process in order for us to get to
I think she's telling somebody else going to help her with
the meat of it all. And that's it. I'm not on here telling his business just to get clout. You got to think about it. If somebody wants clout, They've always been like that. They have attention-seeking behavior.
That's a fact.
I'm not that person. I'm quiet. I'm reserved. I will stand up and step forward if I need to, just like at that event. I'm not somebody that needed all eyes on me, but I had to get up and I had to announce him and announce Jarrell. You know, it's just something that's part of the process. But I get out the way quick because my work is in the background. My work is in the background. I love it back there, you know, because you see a lot of things while everybody is moving about. I've always been just observing. You know, I see a lot of stuff most people miss just by being observant. So I like it. I like it a lot. But I had to do this. I had to come out of my comfort zone.
Definitely a clap back,
It's
yo.
not.
She definitely got a motive and an agenda behind this. You know what I mean? Yo, but eventually, yo, you know, lies get unraveled. You know, the truth got to be revealed. And what's been going on with Umar for all these years is he been living a fucking lie. He been living a lie. He out this bitch trying to explain to people how they need to become better parents and how they need to raise their children. Meanwhile, he ain't taking kids. You find out his mother sleeping in the basement. He ain't hardly there. Like it's just a matter of time, yo. You can only play charades. You know, charades not a long game. You feel me? You can only play charades for so long, man. And I think it just come to a point where the truth got to be exposed. It just so she happened to be the one that exposing it for whatever he did to her. I mean, she definitely got a motive. She definitely got an agenda. But I don't give a fuck because fuck him. You know what I mean? All the money he been stealing from motherfuckers for 100 years now. It's just you can't keep doing that shit, bro. Like I said, he could have did things that made his situation right. You know what I mean? If I'm just thinking like if I was in Umar's position and got all this money from the community through donations, I would have had to have done something. I mean, throw some cookouts or something. Like go do something to show people, look, I ain't forgot. Look, I ain't made do on what I said. But I ain't forgot. You know, I'm still trying to do something. It might not have been what I said, but I am doing something for the people. You are seeing the benefits of the donations that y'all sent. He ain't showing nothing. And then when you ask him about the donations, this nigga get an attitude about this shit. He don't even want to answer it. You see how he just reacted on that platform with Lord Jamal for real. And I remember, and I was trying to find them lives. It was getting late, so we probably ain't gonna find them tonight. But I remember vividly being on some of his Instagram lives and him blocking people that donated because they was wondering what the fuck was going on. That might have been 4 or 5 years ago in itself. Like, yo, it's 2025, bro. Like, come on, man. Put up a shut up, man. And we want to see them kids, too. But, should I appreciate everybody that tapped in? Yo, make sure y'all share the live. You know, we gonna keep a close eye on Umar Johnson. People saying he might be under investigation. I don't know. You know, I think if his accounts is frozen, it is because he's under investigation. But you never know. The nigga done lied so much. The nigga might not even got a bank account. Fuck those. This nigga fucking vicious. Yo, but let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments. Hit that like button. So, Double Day QBG News.